guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer, owner of Citrusandwillow Aesthetics and Citrusandwillow Advanced Aesthetics courses. And I want to talk to you today about dermaplaning on mature skin. So why is dermaplaning good for mature skin? Well, first of all, it creates cellular regeneration in the skin, producing an anti-aging effect from the manual exfoliation, which is super great. It also gets rid of that fine vellus hair that a lot of older women can have, and that prevents penetration deeper into the skin when you're doing treatments after the dermaplaning. So I like to dermaplane my aging clients so that they get more product penetration and they get better and faster results. Not only is it good for their treatment progression, but it's also awesome for their at-home care. It helps with product penetration also, and it helps up to 30% in addition to what you're already using, and you will get the best results and get the fastest results by having a dermaplane in your treatment room. As we all know, dermaplaning is an amazing treatment to have in your treatment room, but not all people are going to be good candidates, especially older women that have thick hair. You definitely don't want to dermaplane over that. If they have adult female onset of acne, you definitely don't want to dermaplane those clients. And for your really aging clients, you want to make sure that they don't have too thin of skin, because you have the chance of maybe nicking them, and that's never a good thing. If your client is also on blood thinners, that is never a good idea to dermaplane that client, just in case you do nick, which we all hope that we don't nick. But if that incident happens, then you want to make sure in your client consultation that your client does not have any blood thinners on their consultation form. And another contraindication that I would say is if they have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, you really want to break all that up and do maybe chemical peels or double exfoliation treatments to smooth out their skin before you start dermaplaning. So I'd like to give you some tips on dermaplaning that I like to use in my treatment room. Making sure that the skin is super dry and super taut is super important. You want to make sure that you block a time off in your schedule, an extra 20-25 minutes, so that you can go really slow during the treatment and you don't have the risk of nicking. Making sure as well that the skin is super taut. That is a must. You don't want to risk any slack in the skin, because then you can have the risk of nicking the client. Another option is using an oil, although I would avoid this option if you want to do a more advanced treatment after, because you have the risk of the oil being on the face. But first and foremost, I want to mention the beauty oil from Glymed. I don't have that here with me, but I like to use that sometimes as a slip for my dermaplaning. I massage it into the skin to give them all those nourishments, and then I dermaplane the excess off. And then you can go into additional treatment from there, or it can just be a dermaplaning only. The next is the primming oil from Epion's. If you have a doctor, this is a great non-comedogenic oil to use. I love using this in my treatment room. Sometimes I'll even have my clients leave with this on. So I love this primming oil. And last but not least, I want to mention Circadia Vitamin Veil Cleansing Oil. This is a staple. This is how I love to get my makeup off at night. This is how I love to massage my client's skin during a classic facial. And this is how I like to usually put on the skin. If I have this, I'll decide between the two. But if they're aging clients, you definitely want to use the Vitamin Veil. It's a little bit of a thicker consistency and it gives you more of a cushion and a really great slip. A great tip if you're oil blading, which I like to call it, you want to wash your hands after you gently massage that oil in. You want to get the oil off your hands so that you can really hold the skin taut. You want to hold the skin so taut that it creates just an even plane for you to dermaplane the client's skin. Another tip I would like to share is making sure that you keep kind of a light pressure when you are dermaplaning on the skin. You don't want to take off more than just the dead skin cells on the stratus corneum. That's all you want to take off, and that fine vellus hair. So the pressure is a light pressure. And if you want to make it into a full facial, add a hydrating mask after the oil blading. Go in with a nice hydrating toner to make sure that you thoroughly remove the beauty oil. And then you want to go into a nice hydrating mask. Some of my product recommendations are SD Max Egyptian Rose. I really love this light mask. It smells delicious. The only thing with this Egyptian Rose mask is it does have willow bark extract in there, so you're gonna wanna be careful with your pregnant or nursing clients. But it is a gentle enough mask that it is great for post dermaplaning. Just double check your client's skin type and make sure they're a good candidate for this mask. The next mask I'd like to talk about is the Enriched Firming Mask. If you have access to a doctor, Epionce has this wonderful, wonderful hydrating, moisturizing mask. You can even have your clients leave with this on, and it is so moisturizing. The third mask I'd like to go into is the Australian Superberry Mask. I absolutely love this mask. This is from Circadia. This has a lot of antioxidants in it, so it's really nourishing the skin post dermaplaning, but it's also hydrating the skin. It's such a great mask, plus this one smells yummy as well. My last tip is send your clients home with a post-care kit. It prevents any adverse reactions that might happen to the client once they walk out the door. We use Epionce, a post-care kit in our clinic. We absolutely love, love, love this post-care kit. If you have access to a doctor, I highly recommend it. It comes with a milky lotion cleanser, an enriched firming mask, a renewal calm cream, and it also comes with this adorable little bottle of priming oil, non-comedogenic, as I talked about before. And the main ingredient is colloidal oatmeal, so it's really calming. But if you don't have access to a doctor, I would recommend Circadia. Circadia has a great post-care kit, and I would also recommend Glymed. Glymed has a great post-care kit as well, and that prevents any reactions to your clients, and you also up your retail sales. Dermaplaning is an advanced treatment, so you want to make sure that in your state and under your licensure that you are able to dermaplane. If not, check out one of my post videos on microdermabrasion. These are some of my tips on dermaplaning with elderly clients. It is great to be able to dermaplane in your treatment room if your state allows it. So I hope you liked this video. Press that like button, subscribe, and in the comments, ask some questions. Tell me what you want to see next.